Welcome to Color My Cookie. In this instructional video, we're going to go through all of the decorating techniques that you'll find in any of the cookie kits available on our website. Let's unpack the cookies and see what we have. In each kit, there will be 6 cookies to decorate, 3 different designs. This is the Happy Birthday Girl kit. So we have 2 cookies that say Celebrate, 2 cookies with balloon decoration, and 2 cookies with a 2-tier cake with pink candles on the top. Also included in the kit is the palette cookie with the color icing dots. You'll use these to paint with, so you'll dip a brush in water and then mix it with these dry color dots, and it will give you a watercolor that you can brush on. Also, we have a bag of pink royal icing that you can use for different decorating than the watercolor. There are 2 sets of sprinkle mixes, 1 pink and white and 1 rainbow. These come in little bags that you then empty into cups that are also provided in the kit. We also have 2 little fondant bows that we will be adding to the balloon cookies. This kit also comes with a glitter paint dot, and so you also have a vial of lemon extract, which is an alcohol-based liquid that you'll need to use to make the glitter paint. Each kit comes with 2 paint brushes, and from your home, you will always need a pair of scissors and a paper towel. All right, let's get to decorating. Every kit that comes with Color My Cookie has a palette with these icing dots on them. In this kit, there is a pink dot, a white dot, a pink glitter dot, and a gold glitter dot. So the glitter dots, you'll need to use the lemon extract. But for the regular icing dots, you can go ahead and use water. So I have filled an empty cup with water, and I want to get a lot of water on the brush. And then what we want to do is massage the water into this dry icing dot so that it moistens and then creates a paint that you can use. It might require a little bit of effort pushing down the water and scrubbing against the surface of the icing dot in order to create the paint. So now you can see that I've got this colored paint right here, this pink. And you can use the palette cookie to test it to see if you like the color. So I'm going to go ahead and paint now. So I've got my paint dot activated. So I've got a nice amount of color on here, and then I can go ahead and paint. So when you're painting the cookie, small strokes onto the cookie will give you a nice even coat. And this paint will dry in a pretty even manner, so any brush strokes you find, they will likely even out as the icing dries. Now what you can do is paint it again for a heavier coat that will provide a darker color. So after this dries, you can go over it again and paint it a little darker. In this kit, we've actually provided a white dot for you to use to create a pale pink. This pink is pretty bright, and if you want to mix the 2 together, the white and the pink, then you'll get a lighter pink than you had before. Okay. You can always clean off your brush and start again. Okay. So when I'm doing this, I'm really scrubbing to get the icing dot mixed in with the water. Okay. So I've allowed this to dry a little bit so I can paint over it again to give it a darker color. All the kits come with at least 1 bag of royal icing, so I'm going to show you how to use that now. The kit that I have here has a bag of pink royal icing. This is where you'll need the scissors from home. You can take the scissors and then just cut the very end of the bag. So I'm just going to massage the icing together just to kind of mix it all evenly. I do this after I've cut it because the air allows for the icing inside to move around. Okay. Whenever you're piping icing onto a cookie, you want to take the hand that you write with, and that hand will hold the icing bag right, and your first finger and your thumb will kind of grip the area around the twist tie, and you'll push with those two fingers. Whenever you pipe icing, you always want to start on the outside of the area that you're piping and work your way to the middle. The black outline is going to help hold the icing in place and prevent it from running everywhere. You can start filling in towards the middle. And as you go, you can put a little bit more pressure on the bag and allow you to go a little bit faster. And so here you can see I've got my fresh icing piped right here on my cake. And that's how you work with fresh royal icing. We like to only include a small amount of royal icing in each kit. We have young children and we know how they cannot stop themselves from just putting as much icing on a cookie as they can possibly fit on there. But that creates a lot of work to clean up. So we actually only send just enough icing so that you're not left with a mess. One of the special additions you'll find in some of the Color My Cookie collections are fondant accessories. And I'll show you how to work with those right now. In the Happy Birthday Girl kit, which I have in front of me, you'll find a little pink fondant bow. And this is meant to be applied to the balloon cookie. What we need to do is wet the back of the fondant in order for it to stick to the cookie, and that can be done one of two ways. You can either use some of the watercolor paint, or you can use some of the fresh royal icing. I'm going to show you first how to use the fresh icing. So I've got the pink icing bag that comes in the kit, and I'm just going to pipe a small bead of icing onto the back of the bow, and then carefully turn it over and apply it to the cookie. And then the icing will dry and the fondant bow will stick. Next, I'll show you how to do the watercolor, which is a very similar technique. So we always want to we want to make the area wet that is on the fondant piece, not on the cookie. So what I'm going to do is take my brush and you can either use the paint dot or just water. And so I'm just dipping my brush in water, and I'm just going to wet the back of the bow ever so slightly. It doesn't need to be dripping wet, just a little bit of water, and then again carefully flip it over and press it down onto the cookie, and once it dries the bow will stick. And that's how you work with the fondant decorations. One of the best parts about decorating any cookie is putting sprinkles on. All of the Color My Cookies come with at least one mix of sprinkles, and so I'm going to show you how to work with those now. I have the Happy Birthday Girl set here, and in that set there are two different sprinkle mixes. One pink and white and one rainbow. There are several different ways that you can adhere the sprinkles to the cookies. The first is to pipe fresh royal icing using the icing bag provided. So I have done that here. I've piped an area with the pink royal icing, and now I'm going to add the sprinkles. You always want to add the sprinkles that you want before you decorate the rest of the cookie, because you need to wet the area that you're going to add sprinkles to. And if you wet the entire cookie, the sprinkles will stick everywhere, even where you don't want them. So you only wet the area that you want first to have sprinkles, add the sprinkles, and then continue decorating the rest of the cookie. The next way to adhere sprinkles to your Color My Cookie is by using the icing, the watercolor icing dot that we have provided. So I've got my brush here, and I'm going to wet it with a little bit of water and create the watercolor paint. And I'm going to paint on here, and you can use actual paint or you could use just water. And now what I'm going to do is take the sprinkles and add them. What I like to do is I tilt the cookie over the icing, the cup with the sprinkles in it, and that way any excess falls right back into the cup. So I've got my sprinkles, and again, I'm just putting them on my happy birthday cookie. And again, you can see only the area that's wet keeps the sprinkles. Now for the second one, I'm going to show you how to use just water. So I've got just the plain water here. And this is a good one to use, a good technique to use if you don't necessarily want any color in the background. So the one I have the pink, I've got pink sprinkles and pink paint, and that's fine. But if I don't want any color on the back, then I'll use just water. And here I've got my rainbow mix. And you can see the difference in the background with the pink versus the water. You can see there's a pink background behind the sprinkles, and then here there is a clear background behind the sprinkles. And that is how you add sprinkles to your Color My Cookie. One of my favorite aspects included in some of the Color My Cookie collections is the glitter paint. And I'm going to show you how to make that right now. Some of the palette cookies will have a glitter icing dot on them. I have the Happy Birthday Girl kit in front of me, and included in that kit is a pink icing dot that has glitter paint on it and a gold glitter icing dot. If you have a kit that has glitter paint in it, we will include a little vial of this clear liquid. This is lemon extract. We want to use an alcohol-based liquid to create the glitter paint as opposed to water, because it will not run everywhere when you're trying to paint, and the alcohol evaporates faster, allowing for the glitter effect to be more prominent. So I'm going to take a dry brush and just dip it in the lemon extract here. And I'm going to now mix the liquid with the dry icing dot to create the paint. So you might need to kind of scrub a little bit to get the alcohol mixed in with the paint. This is actually an edible powder that we apply to the icing dot before it dries, and that powder mixes with the lemon extract to create the gold paint. So, and you can test it on the palette cookie first if you want to see how it will look. And now I'm going to paint my cookie. So in the Happy Birthday kits, we have 2 cookies that say Celebrate on them. And these are meant to be painted with the glitter paint. Because the glitter paint does not run like the watercolor one does, you can use it to paint smaller areas. So I've got the gold glitter paint here, and I'm using it to paint these letters. All right, there we have it. And that is how you use the glitter icing dot on your Color My Cookie. And of course, the best part about Color My Cookie is eating them. Thank you so much for watching this instructional video on how to decorate your Color My Cookie. You can visit us at www.colormycookie.com to reorder. And you can also order subscriptions where we send you a new kit every month. We'd love to see your creations, so please follow us on Instagram at Color My Cookie by Tart Bakery and use the hashtag ColorMyCookie to show us all that you're doing, and then we can repost them. You can leave us reviews on Facebook, and we'd love to hear any comments you have by emailing colormycookie@tartbakerydallas.com. Thank you so much.